Word, son. What do you do, YouTube? It's your boy, Jay Divine. All right, before we get to this video, make sure to like button, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread the links, because you know how I do. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, click the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload. Without further ado, let's get up into it. All right, man. So back again with some more Madden 26, but I wanna focus on the anticipation or lack thereof anticipation on defense and AI and everything that's few far in between or everything that's in between that. So Demario Davis, I have him on my Saints. He's on the Saints franchise again, competitive, and I want to show you this play because I miss when in Madden 17, right? Before I show you this play, in Madden 17, right? If I have the clip, I'll show it. But in Madden 17, I loved how tight knit the zones were. And now back then, it made you be more methodical how you was gonna put the ball. Now, was there still motion shifting and sliding around? Yeah, that was there. But the zones were so locked tight that you could have literally a lockdown defense because everybody played from zone to zone, right? If you started from your zone and got to the end of your zone, you passed them all to the next guy in his zone, and he started from his and went all the way to the end. There was no, let's just go to our zones and sit there and then not follow the guy from the start of my zone to the end of my zone. There was no sitting around, right? So I go over to Madden 26, right? Let's go over to Madden 26 for a second. We'll go over to Madden 26, and Demario Davis is literally covering the guy who is going to sit right there at that right pylon right there. He's literally making his way over to that zone. He's shuffling. He's getting to that spot, and then as soon as he gets to, I guess, the center of where the zone is, he stops. He literally just sits there. You know what I'm saying? He literally stands there and then just that's the end of it, right? At that point, it's like, I hope the ball gets thrown to me. There's no anticipation of, okay, he might throw over here. You know what I'm saying? The entire time as a linebacker, you are looking at where the quarterback is getting ready to throw, right? You're anticipating the throw of the quarterback, so you're going to move accordingly, right? Now, in football, everything moves so fast, it's pretty much like either muscle memory or instinct. I would say instinct, if anything. Everything is about instinct. You understand what I'm saying? Now, of course, you got to film this, that, and the third, but whatever. Anything that you act on is off pure instinct. Demario Davis is not an idiot. He's not stupid. He's literally one of the best linebackers, if not one of the best. He's pretty much along the roster of like one of the best linebackers for the Saints, right? Because he is a captain. So Demario Davis literally sits there and he gets to the zone of him just sitting right there, and then that's the end of it, which in turn turns into a touchdown. And he reacts so late after going from being onto the tip of his toe, shuffling, to now he's flat-footed. And then when it's time for him to go react to the pass, it's too late. He didn't already got it there already. Why is not the AI anticipating these passes? Now, mind you, before you answer that question, or before you even type in the comments, oh, you want a computer to do everything for you, shut up. I am trying to cover the middle of the field with my safety, right? I can't be everywhere at all times. The switch stick in this game is very, very inconsistent. It's a very inconsistent thing. For some weird reason, anytime I switch stick in Madden 26, no matter if I'm on a linebacker or if I'm on a cornerback, a safety, whatever it is, anytime I switch stick for some weird reason, my guy always does a skill move like he's on the D-line or something like that. I don't know why they do it. They just do it. I have no clue. So sometimes I have to use the D-pad. If I use the D-pad, sometimes it doesn't put me on the correct guy. That's why I like using the analog stick, because I'm able to somewhat pinpoint the guy that I want to control when he throws that ball. So not only am I not able to switch stick, but I'm doing two other things. I'm trying to cover the middle of the field with my safety, and I'm hoping that Demario Davis is smart enough to be able to anticipate that pass going over, because I see him literally walking over there, but then as soon as he gets there, he stops. And then he starts back moving literally 2 or 3 seconds before he's about to catch the ball for a touchdown. Like, I genuinely hate how this game makes everybody so comfortable and makes everybody think that they're throwing quote unquote dots, because everybody that's in coverage is just stuck sitting there. There's no anticipation. There is no, okay, he might throw this. If a guy plays in the drive and he throws 10 underneath passes or 10 drags or flats, whatever you want to call them, if he throws 10 drags, I guarantee you that the AI is not going to pick up on it. They're not going to anticipate it at all. They're not going to pick up to, oh, you might do this or you might do that. No, they literally will stand there and let you run that route every single time. They're not going to jump underneath it. That's where some of y'all probably say, oh, you got to tell them to cover underneath. Why should I tell him to cover underneath? Right? Where does the play rec come in? Where does the awareness come in? Do those two stats even matter? To me, they don't matter. And it's proven that they don't matter, because if the play rec and the awareness was high enough, which I guess in Demario Davis's case it was not high enough, he's still not anticipating that pass getting there. What else does he have to cover? There's nothing else for him to cover. I'm covering the middle of the field where he is at in that zone. That part of that field is his responsibility. So why is he going to that spot, standing there, and then not anticipating that guy might be getting the ball? Depending on how the quarterback is moving, he just sits there. How is this X's and O's football if you're not going to make sure that every position has somewhat of an understanding or anticipation of what may or may not happen? I can understand if you anticipate and you overjump the anticipation and you happen to overrun it, or you jump too early and you give up something else. It's totally fine. I respect the anticipation attempt, but it's got to be a fine balance. But to not anticipate at all while I'm having to cover the middle of a field or cover a different part of the field, I'm expecting for them to anticipate. I'm not saying that I need a computer to do everything for me, but what I'm saying is if I'm covering this side of the field that continuously gets hit up, I need to make sure that if I got my guy in a zone that he says that he can be aware on that play and he can recognize the play, I would expect for him to be able to make that move if the ball gets thrown to him. But I'm shown time and time again, like this clip here, that it is not the case. John Madden is rolling over in his grave right now. If he's seen this atrocity, I guarantee you he would make everybody in that office fired. He would fire everybody in the office. He would go around to everybody's cubicle, desk, table, whatever you want to call it, and cuss everybody out individually. Because what is this shit? Like, this pisses me off so bad, because it's like, what am I to do? Now, granted, this was the same game from all the other games, but it just shows you that, just to wrap all this up, in this game, there are so many different instances where they literally could screw you at any given time. From them not picking off the passes on a user alert that you lurked, you're not able to pick it off. Or anytime the guy gets hit and the ball's in the air, your lineman is standing right there to be able to pick it off. You can't click onto him until the very end of the play. There's so many things that can go wrong in this game, and it's at the detriment of the user. It's really disappointing, to be honest. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. I'm going to get up out of here. Make sure to like button, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread the links, because you know how I do. But I'm going to get up out of here, man. It's your boy Jay Divine, and I'm signing out. Peace.